Welcome back, my fellow programmers. I hope you are excited to learn about string literals today because that is what we are going to do. Our goal is to just have a better understanding of what a string literal is and to feel comfortable creating string literals. So, we are going to imagine that we are walking through a beautiful park and we come across a computer. And we try to communicate with that computer and we say, "Good day, Mr. Computer," as you would greet a computer out in the wild. But the computer is confused by what you are trying to say to it. So instead, you try to give it a command and you tell it to calculate 4 times 2. The computer has no problem with that and it can give you the answer. It can respond to your command. That's because a human speaks a spoken language, and some examples of spoken languages are English, Spanish, Gujarati, but computers do not. Computers speak an interpreted language, or in other words, a programming language. Some examples of programming language are Java, C++, and BASIC. So if you told it a command, it could follow that command. What we need to figure out is how to differentiate between the code and the English phrase because the code, the commands that we give it, will be English words. So it will understand some English words as code, but then there are English phrases where it just won't understand at all. So the English phrases that the computer doesn't understand, we call those string literals. It is just an English word or phrase. It's enclosed in double quotes, and Java just ignores what's in it. It doesn't try to process that as a command. So if you look at those friendship bracelets on the right, that's what you can think of a string literal as. It's literally some words on a string. Anything can be a string literal as long as it's enclosed in double quotes. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, anything? Yes, anything can be a string literal as long as you put double quotes around it. And so maybe you're thinking, what about the Gettysburg Address? Yes, the Gettysburg Address can be a string literal as long as we put double quotes around it. And now maybe you're thinking, what about Abe Lincoln? Can you make Abe Lincoln a string literal? Well, yes, you can make Abraham Lincoln a string literal as well. And when the computer sees those string literals, it just thinks to itself, those are characters literally strung together. I am just going to ignore them. I am not going to try to process that as a command. So it's literally just a string of characters. That's where we get the term string literal. So to recap, string literals are characters enclosed in double quotes. As long as you put double quotes, it doesn't matter how long, how short. It doesn't even need to be an actual word. It could just be a collection of characters. It doesn't matter because computers don't try to execute string literals anyways. A string literal could even be nothing inside of double quotes. As programmers, we use string literals to try to communicate with the users of our program. That does it for the theory behind string literals. Make sure that you hit me up with any questions or concerns you have regarding this content. Make sure you join us in our next video and keep programming.